I guess I'd put it this way. If you're gonna be making 2,000 gallons of syrup or more per year, and you're doing it through burning of wood, you gotta be a little crazy. I am 5th generation on this farm. Our ancestors actually chose this location based on its maples. Out back, we have what is the family sugar bush. The definition of a sugar bush is really a stand of trees that are used to produce sugar. The whole shack in itself is the sugar house, and prior to 2010, it really hadn't changed much since the 60s, where we're actually sitting in the woodshed itself, the original woodshed. And then 2010 beyond, we really scaled up and renovated the place a couple times, bought bigger equipment, and really tried to do what we could to continue to make more, but not take any shortcuts. We're wood-fired. We boil our sap every single day. Every batch that we make is hand-checked. Every batch we make is finished the way my great-grandfather did. A lot of commercial maple syrup producers, they want to make their efficiency by adjusting the product itself. When that sap is in the pans for 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, something like that, versus our process, raw sap hitting the pans and boiling for hours and hours. We would estimate that if you could kind of figure a unit of sap flowing through our evaporator, it's probably in there for 3 to 4 hours over hardwood fire. Boiling maple sap into maple syrup produces a lot of anti-inflammatory, antioxidants. Part because it's just a natural product. Part because we're not taking cornstarch and chopping it up into little pieces. We're taking naturally found sugar, boiling it over wood, and it's creating these new compounds. Product differentiation for us is really important because we put so much time and effort into it. Once we have that blend of the thing that we're looking for, we also can decide, are we bourbon barrel aging this syrup, or are we gonna stick cinnamon sticks in it, or are we gonna put a cherry concentrate? So you combine all of that to get us to the canning facility that's FDA licensed, MDA approved, annually inspected. Everything from that point on is really going to be the highest quality that we can manage. And so for us, it's really important, one, that we partner with local stores that are going to appreciate that. I think Choice Farm Market is the ideal situation for us because everything in that store is hand selected by Todd and Loretta. Everything in that store they approve of, and they know the people that are producing it, and they trust that. When you look out on the shelves of grocery stores and they're all bottles of maple syrup and they all say pure maple syrup on them, there is a huge range in quality and flavor and taste in there. And we really pride ourselves on staying on that upper echelon of that quality.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch with Loretta at Choice Farm Market. Today we're featuring another one of our awesome vendors that we carry here at the market, Droscha Sugarbush in Mason. I'm going to show you how you can use syrup other than just slathering it on pancakes or French toast. That's not good, but you can also cook with maple syrup. Today we're making maple glazed salmon with Droscha Sugarbush maple syrup. And then we've got a little bit of soy sauce, some ginger and garlic. Now, if you had fresh ginger and fresh garlic, of course, that's always better. And then a little bit of sesame oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the salmon in the pan and we're going to sear it for about 2 minutes on each side. Now, this salmon happens to have the skin on. So we will be taking the skin off after the first sear on that side. This happens to be fresh caught salmon out of the Great Lakes. turn up the pan a little bit. So while I'm searing that on that side, I'm going to go ahead and mix my ingredients. Now today I'm using the traditional maple syrup, but at Droscha Sugarbush they make several different kinds of maple syrup. They'll have a cinnamon vanilla, they've got a cherry infused, they've got a bourbon barrel one, and I'm sure Casey will talk a little bit about that as well. One of my favorites just to put on the pancakes and stuff is the cherry infused one. That's really good. So we're going to give this a real quick stir. Make sure we've got everything incorporated. And I usually sear it about 2 minutes on each side. So I think we're ready here. Let's turn this off. Then we're just going to pour this sauce. I'm going to stir it up real quick again. Just kind of drizzle it over. Make sure we get all of that goodness. It'll cook down some when it's in the oven. And actually when we put it in the oven, we're going to leave the cover off the pan. Got my oven set to 375 degrees and it's preheated. Okay, this is ready. Smells awesome. You can kind of see how it's caramelized on there. And then because we don't want to waste any of this awesome goodness here, I'm just going to tip this right up. Just kind of drizzle it right on over there. All right, let's see what this tastes like here. Well, it's done perfectly. That is really good, really good. Well, that was delicious. Share with us in the comments your favorite maple syrup recipe. And if you like what we're doing, please share and like us on social media. And if you miss an episode, you can always catch up with us on our YouTube channel, Choice Farm Market. Have a great rest of your day.